a newbie to me. Hello, pretty people. All the pretty people say hi, Jerusha. I just joined in my beautiful Facebook community. I have a private Facebook group over here. If you want to join us in my private community, click the link in my bio, and it says business tips, motivation, and inspiration. And you can join us for business trainings in that private community so I can answer all of your business questions. And so, so if you're joining me for the first time, say newbie in the comments below. Oh, you're on a break time. Okay. Okay, well, good. You're on a break. At least you're doing something productive on your break. Scrolling through the ticks and the talks. And so, so if you're joining me and you're like, who is this girl? Listen, I am Jerusha Wiggins, a motivational speaker, radio personality, and business coach in a direct sales business. And I help women start a business in my organization or build their current businesses online and offline. So I create what I call double threats. So if you want to be a double threat, hashtag double threat. Let me make sure I'm on my other page as well. Hashtag double threat for me. If you want to be a double threat, you want to be able to build a business online and offline, you want to learn how to communicate effectively, you want to build a big brand, you want to know how to market yourself, yes, you're in the right place. This is the page for you. So you can go ahead and share and tag if you are a pretty person, because when I share, you share. That's how we change the world. Knowledge is the new rich. Arm yourselves with it. So please go ahead and do so. Let me make this public. Save. Okay, great. And now it's done. Now let's talk about the 4'C's. Yes, double threat. Elaine said double threat. She is a double threat. She's in the building. Let me know that you're in the Afro is in the building. Thank you so much for joining me. You're in the building. Yes, where do you live? What part of South Carolina, huh? What part of South Carolina, my dear? So if you're new, she said newbie. All the newbies, hi newbie. I'm going to come back and make sure that I acknowledge all the newbies. Of course, if you watch the replay, put replay. And then, of course, if you share and tag, you and I became besties, like we're best friends right now. And you get to ask me any business question that you would like because you actually shared or you tagged somebody in this live broadcast. Columbia, yes! Columbia is in the building. Yes. So let's talk about it. So how many of you, this is your year 2022. You're doing some amazing things. You're being different. You're standing out. You're going all out on a limb. You're like, you know what? I'm ready to fly. I am on a 90-day sprint. Put 90 in the chat if you want to be on a 90-day sprint with me. A 90-day sprint, a 90-day run, because we have to have some amazing things happen in 90 days. Write this down. Success loves speed. Okay. And so in this 90 days, we're doing income producing activities. If it doesn't make dollars, it don't make sense. I can't do it. Okay. And so we're doing IPAs, income producing activities, things to further our businesses, things to go to the next level. You don't have time in the 90 days to do anything else but focus, have tunnel vision on your business, tunnel vision on your book, tunnel vision on your project, tunnel vision on whatever it is for 90 days of full focus. It says, sometimes people say it takes 21 days to form a habit, but I think in 90 days, it's a habit, right? I love the hearts. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Big Sean is in the building. Lexi is in the building. Yes. So I want you to put 90, 99. And if you're just now hearing this for the very first time and you want to go on a 90-day sprint with me, let's go. Let's go. I will be your accountability partner. Just message me, DM me, go down in the DM and say, I want to do the 90 days and tell me what that looks like for you so I can cheer you on. I want us to win. I see you, girl. Let's go. So I have an abundance of undeserved favor right now. Oh, hi. Okay, is that you? Hi, gorgeous. Okay, so what I need you to do, if you want to build a business, okay, and you want to build online. Now, I built my business initially offline, so I can tell you all the things. Trust me. And so I built my business to the top 2% of the company offline, meeting people face-to-face, home parties. I had an office here in Atlanta, presentations all day, every day. I know what that's like. I've been there, okay? Then went online and decided I needed to learn how to build a business online because I've already seen success offline. So I started to make all the mistakes that most people make, posting and praying, posting and praying. Then I figured out, oh, you got to market. My degrees are in communications and public relations, and I worked in radio and television. I was like, oh, the marketing is just different. I'm familiar with marketing, but just differently. And so I decided to learn a skill, and I'm going to share that with you. Oh, okay. I decided to learn a skill. So I'm going to share with you. There are 4 C's I can share with you. Write that down. There are 4 C's. So when I share this, write it down, of course, or if you're not on my VIP list, go to the link in the bio so you can make sure that you're receiving these. I share actionable business tips, and I go live every Tuesday at 1:30 on my business page. Okay. And so we're going to laugh. We're going to learn. We're going to do some big things in 2022. Put 90. Okay. 90, 90, 90, 90. Now, I can tell you in the 90 days, you may be attacked by the enemy. So you've got to be prepared. Okay. So I need you to do in the morning, I needed you to put on your armor, start praying, meditating, whatever it is, because when you decide you're going to change, there are going to be obstacles. And I need you to still focus no matter what those obstacles are, okay? Because the enemy will try to distract you and he'll take you off course. And you know what? We're already 7 days in and you would not have started or you don't finish. And we cannot let that happen in this season. Yes or yes. So if you're not falling, then you're probably not moving forward in life. People fall forward to success. So there are going to be things that are going to happen. But girl, I need you to get up. I need you to fall forward. I fall forward every day. Every single day I'm falling forward. And then I get the energy. I pray about it. And I was like, okay, what are you going to do about it? Let's go. Okay. So how many people right now you're struggling with building your business online? Okay. I built my business, like I said, offline for years. And then when I got online, I was not familiar with the online strategies. I was not familiar at that time. 2017, I went live for the first time, which was a couple of years ago. And so I've invested in my education. I've invested in learning how to, understand the algorithm and what's marketing and what's branding and what's funnels and all the things. And so I want to make sure that I shorten somebody else's learning curve. Okay. I need you to feel the fear. Yes, I was afraid when I did it. Yes, I'm afraid all the time. Okay. I need you to feel the fear. Write that down. A pretty person is helping me out and putting this in the comments for me. Okay. You're really not afraid. This is what I think. You're really not afraid. You're afraid of what people are going to say about you. You're afraid of people seeing you fail. Okay. So I'm going to give you a good example. I was thinking about this. Many of us sing in the shower. Yes or yes. I sing in the shower. I sing in the car. If we're going on a trip, I'm singing so loud you would think I'm Whitney Houston. Like I'm singing to the top of my lungs. How many of you sing in your homes? Yes. And why don't we sing in public? You sing all the time because of what others think of your singing. It's not that you're afraid of singing because you do it. You do it. It's not that you're afraid of talking because you do it. It's not afraid. You're not afraid of meeting new people because you meet new people all the time. You're afraid of what people think of you. You're afraid of what people are thinking of your singing or whatever your business or whatever it is. And so today I have decided to tell you, we're going to just feel the fear. You're going to just feel the fear and do it anyway. There's room for every woman to win. Okay. Let me tell you, success is not a seesaw. You don't have to put somebody down in order to go up. We can all go up together. There's room for everybody. And so the 4 C's that helped me in the beginning when I started in 2017, growing online and, trying to understand what I needed to do to be successful online. I have 4 C's. Write it down. We'll say create is the first one. You hear influencers and top producers say, you need to create good content. Create is the first C. Okay. Did you already tag somebody? Okay, good. Tag somebody. They don't know how to really maximize social media. They don't know how to monetize social media. They don't know how to leverage social media. And they need to hear this information because they're posting and praying. And we don't want them to do that in 2022. No, ma'am. We're going to help as many women as possible. We're going to help as many people as possible. Okay. So create. Okay, 90 days, you're going to be creating good content. If you don't know what good content is, follow somebody who you think have good content, and you're going to be inspired by their content, and you're going to create your own what? Content. Okay, put 90 in the comments below. I see 90. Okay. And so write that down. Whatever, find a mentor, find somebody on social media you relate to. If they have good content to you, you're going to start, okay, creating content around what they did. So it would make sense for your business, your product, your service. Yes or yes. Okay. And so this is important. When you create good content, it's all about attracting the people to you. Like, you're my people, you're the pretty people. And that's why I always say, hello, pretty people, because I know I'm attracting the pretty people, pretty on the inside, pretty on the outside. And I know somebody that doesn't like that, they're not my people. And that's fine. And so I want you to find your voice. I want you to get comfortable with showing up and posting online. And so you're attracting your people. As soon as somebody comes on and they say, oh my God, she's too loud, she's too excited. Okay, and they leave. That's great. They're not my people. It's okay. You're going to attract who you are. Okay. Now, so when you're creating good content, it could be testimonials. It could be your why story. It could be why you are building a business. Okay. It can be an engagement post. You can ask questions. You know, a lot of what social media is you. And I keep saying this. I have a private community that I train, and I'm like, people want to know what you're doing. They want to know behind the scenes. They want to know more about you. That's why they follow celebrities. That's why they follow influencers, because they want to know. And so you might as well, if you're posting, give them something to talk about. Okay. So I can tell you a lot of what people think is good content, depending on who you're trying to attract. Think about who you want in your business, or think about who would benefit from your product. Think about who would benefit from your service, and post things that are relevant to those people. Does this make sense? So when I started, and the reason why I started in my organization, so for those of you that don't know, I worked in corporate America. So she's at her job. Oh, thank you for the hearts. I love you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So you probably offer your break by now. So when I started my business, I started on a part-time basis, worked for CNN News, enjoyed what I did. Actually, I wanted to work there. So I was the person who said, I'm going to work in radio and television. And I actually did it. Okay. And so I was fine until I had my son. And I was like, oh, I don't want to work. I don't want to work. How many moms did that? Like, I was like, oh yeah, I don't think I want to go back to work. And so my son was a preemie. He suffered a lot. And so with some difficulties, and I was full-time in television. And, you know, when you hear your son is on a heart monitor and he will stop breathing, you no longer want to put him in the hands of somebody else, right? That was me. I was psycho mom. Like, looking back, I was like, I was a crazy mom. And so I didn't want anybody else to care for him but me. And so I knew I needed to find something else. And so what I started doing was I started looking. Okay. I was looking for a way to get out of corporate America so that I could have time freedom. And so I was like, okay, life has changed. I'm going to shift my direction. I'm still going to be successful, just in a different area. And so if you're in that situation, you need to change. Your job situation is changing. People are getting laid off because, you know, they won't get vaccinated, or they will get vaccinated, or they don't wear a mask, or they do wear the mask, you know, and people are getting laid off, and people are looking for options. And so for me, I was looking just to be at home so I can care for my son at the time, which was years ago. And so that drove me to do some crazy things. I was talking to everybody about my product, my service, my opportunity. I was I was crazy because I wanted to change. And so I was able to do that. And so I made my side project so big, I was able to lay off my full-time job. And so I believe because of that decision, right, I was able to give my son the attention he needed physically and academically, and he's excelled in those areas. And so you can do anything. So I don't know your circumstances, but your why should be big enough. They say to make you cry, but it should be big enough that it drives you when you don't feel like it. Does this make sense? Yes or yes? Now, If that makes sense to you, say yes. So what I just explained to you was a story that makes great content. When I just said the first C was content, that's good content because it's my real story. It's my real testimony. It is why I'm in this business today. It's why I'm an entrepreneur today. It's why, that's why. Now, obviously the why has changed. Now I'm more focused on, leaving them a trust, and I'm more focused on my parents, doing some great things for them. So whatever your why is, it has to be strong enough that you're going to do it when you don't feel like it. That's good content. Tell people why you're doing it. They don't know, right? They want to know why you're doing what you're doing. Does that make sense? The second C is creative. Be creative. Be creative. I know I don't feel like I'm creative. This is why I love TikTok and Reels, because other people are creative. I don't feel like I'm that creative. When I see some of these people's TikToks, I'm like, oh, wow, they put some thought into that. I'm like, oh my gosh, it's a whole scene. It's like a whole movie over here. And, changing outfits and all that. I'm like, man, they're creative. You do have to find your creative gene. So I like looking at other people creative. It is creativity. It inspires me. Then I do something that would make sense for my business. I do something that really, really models me and who I am. But the same kind of information that they gave, right? The same music, the same trend, but something that will relate to me and my business. So I need you to be creative when you show up in the next 90 days. You're creating good content. You're being creative. Now that you're creative and people are attracted to your creative gene, now you got to capture their information. That's the third C. Now you have to find a way to capture their information. So you capture the lead. That means that you have some type of funnel. Okay. So like I just said, hey, if you want more business tips, please click the link in my bio. I share actionable business tips. You can get this in your email. You'll be able to download any of my trainings because I'll send it to you in a free PDF. Click the link in my bio. That's a funnel. That's capturing people's information because they want the free business tip. So they want whatever it is that you're offering. Okay. A free sample, a free gift card. I give out gift cards to my clients, a free gift, whatever you're offering, you have to have a way to capture their information. So there needs to be some type of system in place. And so I'm always offering something. Yes, you do want to give first. You do want to deposit first, deposit into other people so you can get a withdrawal. And so I show up to give first. And then if you want more, I say, hey, if you want more of this goodness, click the link in my bio. Make sure you get on my email list so you can get this in your email. Does this make sense? Yes or yes? So then everybody's like, well, I want free information, because most of the times this type of information will cost you. And so I want to make sure that I do share what I know for sure, so I can shorten your learning curve and you can go ahead and go to the top. In the next 90 days, you can see a massive change in your business, a massive change in your attitude, a massive change in your teams. How would you like that? Put massive in the chat below. Say, yes, I need some massive change right now. Yes, you have to choose to change your circumstances. You have to choose to change your circumstances. You will never change what you tolerate. Write that down. Say, Jerusha said, you will never change what you tolerate. I told you earlier when I started, you're going to have challenges. Okay. You're going to have to get over it. This is when I have to tell you, and I love you, love you, love you, love you. You got to get some tough skin. Okay. You can be as soft as you want, as a marshmallow in the inside, but on the outside, I need you to have some tough skin. That is what it's going to require for you to make it through these 90 days. Don't let a lack of experience or credibility stop you from pursuing your dreams. I was not experienced on TikTok. I've only been on there a year. I was not experienced on social media. Okay. Just a few years ago, 2017, went live for the first time. So don't let a lack of experience or credibility stop you from pursuing your dreams. I was like, I'm going to have to make it happen. Yes, it's going to be uncomfortable, but I'm doing it anyway. And then the last C is connect. Now you've converted. Well, no, that's the third C. Did I mess up? I think I meant. Okay, good content. Okay. Well, creative content. That's actually one, right? Did I say it right, guys? Yes or yes? Let me see who put it in the chat for me so you can remember. Maybe it's 5. Who put it in the chat? Let me look down in the chat. Okay. No, create good content. Okay. That's the number one. That's all together. And then capture. That's number two. Capture the information. Then you're going to connect. So now that I capture information, however you capture those information, you're going to connect with the people. To me, that's the most important part, is the connection, because that's how you get to know other people. You're no longer going to be interested in yourself and what you did and your accomplishment. You're going to be interested in other people. So you're going to connect with them. You're going to find out their needs. You're going to find out what they're interested in. You're going to find out what they love. You're going to go to their pages. You're going to love on their pages. You're going to connect with that person. I think connection is the biggest component to building a business. This is a people's business. All businesses are about the people. So how many of you are afraid to talk to the people? Well, how do you want a people's business? You got to love on the people. I actually am weird in that way. I actually enjoy reaching out to new people. I still enjoy doing that today. That's how I met all of you. I wasn't afraid to talk to a stranger because I just believe every friend was once a stranger. And so I just pretend that they're already my friend. And so when I'm talking to them, I'm not making it weird or awkward. And I know that's hard for a lot of people. But with social media, all you're doing is texting. With social media, all you're doing is messaging, right? And so that's easy. But if you were doing it like I used to do, face to face, talking to a stranger, at my local gym or at the Starbucks, that's difficult. You still can do it, but that's more difficult than just texting online. So I need you to say, either you want to love on people, you want to embrace people, you want to feel the fear, but you got to talk to more people. You got to make the connection with more people if you want a big business. And the reason is that fear only gets loud when you do things that matter. It matters. And that's why the fear is there. Fear never bothers you if you're average. You're not afraid of that. But the second you dare to be more than ordinary, fear awakens. All of a sudden, you're afraid because you're about to make a difference. Now, and then the last thing is, once you make that connection, that's number 3, you're going to convert those people. It's easy when you're my friend, like you're my friend now. It's easy for me to convert you. Okay? Is that Elise is in the building 2020? It's easy for me to convert someone after we've made a connection. So convert the lead to a sale or your opportunity. When people like you, they will buy from you. People buy people. I keep saying, and people like, I don't understand. People buy you before they buy your product, your service, your opportunity. Right now, they're either buying me or they're not. And so if you're building online, there's a system you must follow. Find a system that works for your industry and go build a mega business with the people. And so people are looking on social media to see who they like. They're going to see who they trust. They're going to see and they're going to follow those people. They're going to see, what can I get from this person? Is this person valuable to my life? Oh, this person shares good content. Oh, this person is creative. Oh, this person is offering this and that. People start to like what they see. But if you're not even showing up on social media, you're not even creating content, which is the first one, then Houston, we have a problem. They can't even find out if they like you or not. People, it's so funny. I'm gonna tell you a story, and hopefully she doesn't. She's not on social media, I don't think. Okay, I'm trying to think how I would say it. So I go to this lady for a service. I'm not going to say what it is, and she's not that great. Like the actual thing that she's doing for me, but she's so nice. And I like her, and I've done this for quite some time. And she wants to do so well. And I've fallen in love with the person. Does this make sense? And even though I know I could probably find somebody that does it a little bit better, but I know that they probably are not going to treat me as well as she's treating me. Does this make sense? So I like the person, and I pay her and I tip her, even though I'm like, okay, that could have been better. So when I tell you people buy people, They like you, they will purchase. They like you, they'll get your service. They'll come back because you've made them feel a certain way. And so I like the fact that she's serious about, her customers and paying attention to her customers. And she knows, the type of things that I come there for. And she's very helpful in that way. And so I'm telling you, you need to start being you. Just show up online as your authentic self, and you're only going to attract the people that love you. Make sense? So I'd rather be, oh, she said, yes, you've been there. Oh, thank you so much for the hearts. I appreciate that. And I am always, people ask, are you afraid when you go live? Are you afraid when you do presentations? I'm a speaker. And yes. I had a meeting today about something that I'm going to be doing. I'm always afraid. It's always uncomfortable. But I'd rather have discomfort now and have victory later. You better write that down. I'd rather have discomfort now and have victory later. Tomorrow is today. Okay. Try again, this time with God. Try again, this time with God. If you tried it before, you tried a business before, I am building 100 online leaders in my personal organization. And so, yes, let's do it again. Let's build another new 100 online leaders, women who want to build a business. They want to learn technology. They want to automate their businesses. They want to earn, whatever it is, 6-7 figures. They want it. I'm focused on those 100 online leaders coming into my organization, 90 days focused. Yes. Am I uncomfortable? Yes. That's where I want to be, because that's where success lies. So if you got value, you wrote down the 4 C's. Yes. You wrote down the 4 C's. If you got value from this, hashtag helpful. If you got value, share the live. Oh, thank you so much for sharing. I appreciate you. Nicole is in the building. Okay. If you got value today, hashtag helpful. Okay. The 4 C's, write that down. Start there. That will start changing your business. Okay. I just think sometimes you don't have to tell the world what you're doing. If you're on this 90-day sprint with me, you tell your mentor, your business coach, I can be your accountability partner, but you only tell the people that are pushing you forward to success. You only share your goals and your dreams with those people who believe in you. Stop telling all these other people that don't care. Build in silence. Build in silence. When you build in silence, people don't know what to attack. The moment you tell them, I think I'm going to start doing a TikTok, they have something to attack. Why are you going to do that? Isn't it children on TikTok? You're going to be dancing. They're going to try to discredit it. So you don't need that type of negativity in your life. Build in silence. Start in silence. When I went live in 2017, I didn't tell anybody. I just went live. I didn't need their approval to be more successful. You don't need anybody's approval for you to go to your next level. So don't look for permission. You just do it. Just do it. And so, yes, you probably will be attacked in the next 90 days, but be patient. Everything is coming together. Be patient. That's my word of the year, is patience. I'm trying to be more patient. Okay. And so what's your word of the year? That's my word, patience. Yes, patience. And I'll close on this, guys. Thank you so much for your time. The capacity to learn is a gift. You can learn these skills. The ability to learn is a skill. This is all skill-based. The problem is most people are not willing. We have too many willing and not enough. We have too many wanting and not enough willing. The willingness to learn is a choice. I just gave you 4 C's, 4 easy things that you can do right now to start transforming your business or start a business or whatever your thing is. You've got to be willing to learn a skill. We all can learn, but you got to be willing, and you got to put in the sweat equity. And so I only want to be second best to my full potential, period. Because my full potential takes off running in front of me every single morning, and I'm always trying to catch up. And so every day I look at myself, I'm like, let's go. Girl, you got work to do. Every morning I'm talking to me. You will never influence the world by being just like it. So you got to be different. Every day I'm like, I'm different. Every day. Every day I'm my best cheerleader. It's me. I don't look for anybody else to cheer me on. I have to cheer myself on. So you got this in the next 90 days. I believe in you. You got this. Yes. She said, yes, 90 days. Put 90 in the chat if you're like, I got this. And even if you stopped and you're starting right now, you're like, oh, I'm just not hearing about this 90 days. Jerusha, I want to be a part of this 90 days. Let's go, girl. If you want to be a part of this 90-day sprint, you start today. Whatever that 90 days is. Now, understand if you missed all of the trainings, you got to go back on Monday and Tuesday and Wednesday on my broadcast and listen to the 90 days so you'll know what you need to be doing. Only income producing activities. If it doesn't make dollars, it don't make sense. I don't do it. Okay. 90 days of you doing something that's going to change your business or change your life. 90 days, income producing activities. Yes. Oh, thank you so much for sharing the bar. Oh, she said 90 days. 90 days. Let's go. Let's run. Oh, your word of the year is steadfast. Oh, that's a good one. The word of the year is steadfast. I like it. What's your word of the year? It's IPAs. Income producing activities. IPAs. Only income producing activities. Glitz is in the building. Thank you so much for joining me on TikTok. So I will tell you what, I will be live on tomorrow. So make sure you do me a favor. You can click those 3 dots and do see first. So when I go live, you get a notification. And then, of course, if you watch the replay, just make sure you put replay. Do that for me. Put replay. That way I know you watched the replay. And, of course, if you tag and share, go ahead and tag somebody you probably know. They need to hear this. They don't even know about the 4Cs. And you just learned about the 4Cs today. And so that means you need to share it with her. We're not going to hoard information. We're going to implement everything that we've learned today. And so many people like to listen to broadcasts and they just hoard the information. They don't actually implement, and they just information hoarders. And so right now, if you're listening to the sound of my voice and you're part of the pretty people, okay, information without implementation is just information. And so you're not going to be that person, right? So you're going to tag and share with somebody else. And you're going to find a partner. You're going to find an accountability partner. And you're going to run with me for the next 90 days. And I want to hear your success story. And I want to hear everything about this because that's going to be your testimony. And I'm excited for you. So enjoy the rest of your night. It is Friday. So I don't know what you do on Friday night, but I'm going to go hang out a little bit. So I'm just thankful that grace and mercy follow me. I'm Jerusha Wiggins, and I'll see you on the page. Have a good Friday. Oh, yes, IPA. Thank you. Octavia's in the building. Erica's in the building. Hello, I didn't see you over there. Hello, gorgeous. How you doing? Yes, yes, yes. Enjoy your evening. Have a great night.